Hello everyone, hello drivers, hello Track Time Club. As you're a member of the channel, a member of the channel. All right, we have the ACURA NSX on this one. Another one of the designs that I came up with. This design is, well, before we get into that, I want to say thank you all for um, the feedback, or rather, your viewership on the other liveries. At the time of this video, I have not hit the track to see any of the liveries on the track at the time of this video, or depending on what order this video actually pops up in with all of the other liveries. Don't know if I'm going to post this one first, second, third, fourth. Don't know where it's going to pop up in how I do the liveries for the videos. I've seen one of my liveries so far, but it's for the Mercedes, and it's for these. I think it's like a set of 5. They're identical, but they're different colors. I saw the purple. It was the purple, pink, and flat dark earth paint job. I saw that one. But yeah, at the time of this, I probably have or have not saw any of the liveries being used on the track. Most likely I have, depending on when I post this video. And I want to say thank you. I appreciate you all. I have more liveries to come. Just got to figure out in what order I want to do that. But once I figure that out, they're all going to be flooded to the channel, just as well as all of the events that I am in that I feel like are great events that deserve to be put on the channel by themselves, rather than them being lodged within the live streams that I do. Because I live stream, I race quite a bit, and in most cases I'm going to live stream. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the idea behind this livery here. All right, here we go. So, I would say this livery is another one of those abstract liveries, only because the shapes. I say abstract because of the shapes of the liveries and stuff like that, and how sharp everything is and boxy, and just how a lot of the shapes actually flow. As I go down here, you see, like, I have 2 here, 2 boxes here that acts as like something that acts as a base paint, basically, the white and black, or the white and the dark gray. It's like one click below black. I never really use black because I use carbon fiber as a base paint. So if you use black and then you use carbon fiber as a base paint, then it's just going to bring the color of it down more. It's going to give it more of a metallic look. It works for certain designs, but not all designs. Like a lot of my designs, I don't really use it like that. Plus, I think that metallic look on the darker gray looks a bit better, especially when you get on tracks that are a bit lighter, and when you get on tracks that are darker. You can still be able to see the design very clearly, because for some reason at nighttime I can't see anything. I've configured my TV and all of that stuff. I got a 4K television, so I basically I do everything I possibly can, but it gets really dark on certain tracks in this game. So much so that the lights on the track can't even penetrate through how dark it is. It looks very fuzzy around the lights, and it looks more like they're projecting light inward rather than outward onto the track to light the track up. But that's something different. But yeah, a lot of the shapes that went into the design and what shapes I like chose and things of that nature. I base a lot some of the designs for a lot of these vehicles. I base off of the car's shape. So as you can see, like this is a very sharp vehicle. On the door with the two lines right there, it's very sharp. The fender, the rear fender, how sharp it is, and you get this little oval, this little rounded, and then it comes to a point, and then it's very sharp how it dives back into where the rear tire is. So I wanted to keep that going with the overall design of this vehicle. So I moved around, figuring out. I think I went through like 2 different designs. This one being like the second one. I went through a lot of different colors. Don't know if you all have seen this car on a stream when I've used it, but it used to be blue, green, orange, white, and gray, and now I wanted to go for more of a subtle color. You should say, not should say, but could say. Also, too, at the top there is a Japanese flag. But the flag on this car brand says American. I just went with that instead. I have no cars with a Japanese flag in the NSX. I just went, the NSX. I know it's a Honda NSX, and that was the Japan flag, but Honda doesn't have a GT3 car. NSX being one, plus a lot of the car designs that I have to have the team driver up the top uses either the American flag, the Germany flag. I got one with the Bentley being the Great Britain flag. I got to redo the Mercedes set if I have not done that already, to do some of the other flags for those cars, because there's one of those sets has an Italian colorway design. One of them is more of like a Los Angeles, like the purple, yellow, and white one. Then we got some more on there. We basically move around and figure out what flags go where. But that's why you see that up there. One vision, I know it looks like an eye right there, but it's just one. I just basically put like I string the box down to basically get it to mimic the eye, but it's just like one vision, or you could say eye vision or one vision, being that of the I guess the team name for the vehicle. Went with the GTD-PRO, another one of the GTD-PRO accent designs. You can't really paint on the windshield. You can't paint on the windshield. Whenever you try to do a design, it just basically grays out. So you can't really do a design up there. I would have liked to do like the red accent up there and maybe put something across the front, that banner, but it basically doesn't give you the opportunity to do that. As with a couple other cars, they also do the same thing. So some of the designs, like the Mercedes, for instance, on the Mercedes, you can't do anything about that either, because that one also just goes gray when you try to do a design. For this vehicle, as it relates to the decals on this vehicle, I didn't go overboard, because in most I use certain references. It's kind of hard to find a reference for this vehicle, like as a racing vehicle. You got the JG Wentworth, I think it is, the white and green ACURA NSX GT3 livery. That's the only one that I can find. I couldn't find another one. I couldn't find a photo of another one for like decal placement. So I used that one, and it didn't really have that many decals on it. So that's why I went with what I went with as far as decal placement and where the decals are put. Because I couldn't find a reference of this car having like a crazy amount of decals or like a different place for where you would even put the decals at. So I wanted to keep it more of a race feel. I noticed, well, that's a lie. I actually did see some other designs. Most of them were digital designs, basically meaning that they were from like designs that other individuals have made in other games like Gran Turismo or like iRacing or ACC. All of the designs for this vehicle, no matter what game it was, it had the NSX GT3 EVO decal right there at the bottom. So instead of me basically using some other decals, I just made that and I put it down there because I'm guessing it just goes right there, so that's why that's right there. And all of the other decals are like small and they're placed in like obvious places, just keeping them out of the way of the overall design of the car. Got the Ravenall, GTD-PRO, ACURA Motorsports. I saw that quite a bit too, the ACURA Motorsports on a lot of the designs, so I just put that right there as well. Made that. Let me see what that's at. Here we go. Acura. And yeah, that's that. Got another. This car is really, really fast too. Just a side note, this car is really, really fast. Don't see a lot of people using it, but when I do race against somebody who uses this car, it is extremely quick. I think it's one of those underdog cars, to be honest. I have to retune it or refine the tune that I do have because it's a bit tail happy. As with a lot of my designs now, or a lot of my tunes now, I'm getting away from doing the soft tune, soft spring, soft suspension tunes. Just a bit too responsive for me. So I do stiff. I go stiff springs now. Helps out a lot. But this is a very, very, very cool concept for livery. If I have to say so myself, I mean, I would say that because I created it, but if something's ass, I would say that it's ass, excuse my language, but you know. So we move on to the view car portion right here, or section, or part of the video. And yeah, that's going to be it for me. This is the livery for the Acura. I hope you all enjoy this livery right here. I got to figure out how another livery style that I want to do for this vehicle. Because personally, I feel like this is the better one that I could have came up with as far as ideal wise, just following the flow of the car in certain sections of the car, like or the fender or the rear bumper or the door panel and stuff like that. I really follow the contour of the car's natural like shape, and that's how I came up with the livery, or come up with certain liveries for certain cars. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one. I'm going to go ahead and let this one play out for you all to view for the rest of the video here. And I will catch you all in the next one. I'm Pointed. Can't wait to see you all on the track. Peace.